Hello YouTubers, this is 777 Forever coming at you with another highly anticipated and highly recommended model. Today I'll be doing a review on a JC Wings Air New Zealand Boeing 777-300ER in the all black livery in the flaps down version in a 1/200 scale model. This is actually my third Air New Zealand Boeing 777-300ER model in the specialized all black livery and my 7th overall model from this prestigious airline, as I purchased this model from Choice Toys based out of Overland Park, Kansas, his website is www.choicetoysinc.com. Allow me to share with you some information about the history of Air New Zealand before I go into details about this prestigious model, okay? Air New Zealand was established as TEAL, better known as Tasman Empire Airways Limited, on April 26, 1940. Then in 1953, the Australian government purchased 50% of Tasman Empire Airways Limited, TEAL, while the remaining 50% was acquired by the New Zealand government. Then fast forward to 1961. That's when the New Zealand government purchased the Australian government's half share of the airline, and eventually Tasman Empire Airways Limited, TEAL, was renamed on April 1st, 1965 to what has become known today as Air New Zealand. Air New Zealand is the national airline and the national flag carrier for the country of New Zealand, while the corporate headquarters of Air New Zealand is located in a building called the Hub, which is located approximately 12 miles from Auckland International Airport in the reclamation area in central Auckland, New Zealand, while the airline's main hub and base of operations is located on the grounds of Auckland International Airport, which is located approximately 13 miles south of the Auckland city center near Mangere, a residential suburb located in the southern part of Auckland, New Zealand. Air New Zealand also has operational hubs located at Wellington International Airport, located in Wellington, New Zealand, and Christchurch International Airport in Christchurch, New Zealand. Air New Zealand's focus cities are located at Los Angeles International Airport, located in Los Angeles, California, and Sydney Kingsford Smith Airport in Sydney, Australia. Air New Zealand flies to 52 destinations in 19 countries and territories across Asia, Europe, North America, South America, and Oceania, with the operating fleet of 54 aircraft, which consists of 30 Airbus A320s, 8 Boeing 777-200ERs, 7 Boeing 777-300ERs, and 9 Boeing 787-9 stretch Streamliners. And in addition to the 54 aircraft that currently operates in the Air New Zealand fleet, Air New Zealand also has unfulfilled orders for an additional 17 aircraft, which includes 9 Airbus A320neos, new engine options, 4 Airbus A321neos, new engine options, and 4 Boeing 787-9 stretch Streamliners. And as of June 2017, or at the time of this video review posting, Air New Zealand currently operates as a certified 4-star airline carrier according to the international airline review firm Skytrax magazine, and the Boeing customer code for Air New Zealand is 19. Okay folks, let's look at the front of the box. You see here, there's the aircraft type right there, the Air New Zealand title and the logo, the computer generated picture of the aircraft, the firm leaf right there, that's one of their logos. I'll get into details about that momentarily. And the lower part here is the model information there as well. Alright, okay, this is the back of the box here. Nothing much back there except the Boeing official licensed product decal right here, and then there's the warning information right there. And then at the lower part of the box here on the right hand side, you see the JC Wings logo. And you also go to their Facebook page to get information about present as well as future releases coming down through their social media page there as well. Okay. Alright, this is the top of the box. You see here, you see the aircraft type, the Air New Zealand title and the logo, and model box information there as well. Alright. And this is the bottom of the box you see here, and over here this is the second version. There were 2 versions that was released through JC Wings, the flaps down version and the regular version. I'm gonna do the flaps down version, and that number is XX2238A. okay, and then there's the model diecast model information there as well. All right, okay folks, and this is the model stand that came with the model, what have you, and you see that little black pattern right there folks. That's to prevent the model from being damaged or scratched when you put the model on the stand. That's what that black pattern there is for. And then we come down here, the custom little plaque right here, something JC Wings been doing since 2013. There's the Air New Zealand logo, the Air New Zealand title, the aircraft type, and the model scale information on this customized plaque. Okay, now this little plastic bag you see here with all this stuff in here, these are the gear replacements featuring 2 little toothpicks. I will go into detail for the purpose of these later on in the model review. Please stay tuned for that part, okay? Okay, with all that information out of the way about the history of Air New Zealand, all the details here on this box right here, the packaging as well, the model stand, and the gear replacements there. With no further ado, folks, here is the model. Alright, there it is, folks. The JC Wings Air New Zealand Boeing 777-300ER in the all-black livery in a 1/200 scale mount and a flaps down version. Okay, let me give you some information about how Air New Zealand acquired the Boeing 777-300ER and how it came into their fleet. Air New Zealand became the latest recipient to acquire this prestigious state-of-the-art aircraft on December 20th, 2010, as Air New Zealand took delivery of its first of 7 Boeing 777-300ERs, which bears the registration ship number ZK-OKM, and received their 7th and final Boeing 777-300ER aircraft, which bears the registration ship number ZK-OKS on September 25th, 2014, as the Boeing 777-300ER has become the official flagship aircraft for the Auckland-based carrier, as the Boeing 777-300ER officially became the aircraft that pretty much replaced the Boeing 747-400s that Air New Zealand officially retired on September 12, 2014, as this aircraft is now utilized mostly on their series of long-haul international routes. And at the time of this video review posting, all 7 of Air New Zealand's Boeing 777-300ERs are currently operating in service, as Auckland has become the international gateway base for this aircraft type, as the Boeing 777-300ER operates mostly out of their Auckland, New Zealand hub. Now let's talk about the all-black livery here. Not all blacks. I want to thank Midget HD for sharing that information, the difference, because he the one schooled me on this aircraft model. I wasn't going to get it, but he told me the difference, so I'm going to tell you the difference now, okay? This is Air New Zealand's current specialized livery, which is actually called the all-black livery, which was eventually replaced the all blacks livery when this aircraft was eventually repainted in June 2016 and re-entered service in the new livery in July 2016, while at the same time disassociating all liveries with the all blacks rugby team, but still continues to act as a major sponsor, as the Boeing 777-300ER, which bears the registration ship number ZK-OKQ, which is that right there you see there, was the only Boeing 777-300ER and one of 5 aircraft in Air New Zealand's fleet to actually be repainted in this prestigious livery. The other 4 of the 5 aircraft that were repainted in this all-black livery were the Airbus A320, which bears the registration ship number ZK-OAB, ATR 72-600, which bears the registration ship number ZK-MVA, which is operated by the Air New Zealand Link subsidiary Mount Cook Airlines, a pair of Beechcraft 1900Ds, which bear the registration ship number ZK-EAG, and ZK-EAK, which was previously operated by the airline's former subsidiary Eagle Airlines, as Eagle Airlines ceased operations in 2016, and the Boeing 787-9 Streamliner, which bears the registration ship number ZK-NZE, is also painted in a specialized all-black livery as well. So, with all that information out the way about the 777-300ER, their history, and how this prestigious all-black livery came about, with no further ado, allow me to get into details about this entire aircraft model. Shall we? Let's roll. Okay, we're going to start on the port/left side of the aircraft, where you see the nose gears right here, the nose gear struts, featuring the nose gear door, featuring the partial registration number KQ. You see the pitot tubes and static ports right there. You see the nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows. I'll give you a better visual view of those later on in the review. And then this little decal right here between the cockpit window and the L1 door right there, that is the Star Alliance decal. And Air New Zealand actually joined the Star Alliance on May 3rd, 1999, which consists of 27 airline members from 5 inhabited continents. And this alliance includes Air Canada, Lufthansa, SAS Scandinavian Airline System, Thai Airways International, and United as the 5 founding members. Okay, now we're gonna move across this aircraft right here. You see the Air New Zealand title right here on the upper part of the fuselage here, and it's specialized black livery here. Okay. All right. Now you're looking at the edge of the wing here. You see the inboard landing light right there, very detailed. It's got the little jewel in there. It makes it even more realistic and appealing there. Okay. All right. Now we're looking at the wings here. You see right here. You see how the flaps are extended in a downward position right here, as well as right here, the outer wing right here as well. And then you come over here, right there. Right there as well. You see how the yeah, right there, how the front part of the wing, the flap is extended out. You know, it's in a downward, like it's going to take off or land. It's in one of those. Okay, one of those positions. All right. All right, now I'm gonna give you a better angle of these this wing and the flaps down position. You see all the flaps right here, very detailed right there as well. Okay. Okay. We're still on the port side where you see these big massive engines right here, very detailed. The column right there, very detailed right there, featuring the engine cones right there, very detailed there as well. These are the General Electric GE90-115B1L engines that Air New Zealand uses on this particular Boeing 777-300ER aircraft. Okay. Now I'm gonna turn this model around and let you see the front of the engine, and the turbo fan blades do spin, folks. All right. Now you're looking at the front angle of these engines, featuring the engine strikes right here. As I mentioned, the turbo fan blades do spin. Okay. And then there's the inboard land light right there, as well as the triple bogey gears here on the port side as well. I'll give you a better visual view of those later on in the review. Okay. All right. Now you're looking at the engines on the starboard side. There's the engine strikes right there, and the turbo fan blade spin over here as well. Okay, and then there's the triple bogey gear here on the starboard side, as well as the inboard land light there as well. All right. All right. Now you're looking at the front angle of this aircraft. You got a better visual view of the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, the nose cone, even the nose gears and the nose gear struts. And look in there real closely. You see the nose gear lights right there as well as the nose gear doors here and here as well. Okay. So with that said, I'm gonna take this back to the port side because there's more information to share with you over there as well. All right, let's roll. Okay, and behind these massive GE90 engines, you see got a better view of the triple bogey gears here on the port side, featuring the gear struts and the bogey gear door there as well. All right. Okay. Got to show you the front angle view of this aircraft. Now you see how the wings are flexing. You don't see that in position when it's like in takeoff or getting ready to land or while it's in flight. Okay. All right, right by the flaps right here in the downward position, you see the red navigation light along with the rake wingtip right here, and then there's the strobe light right there as well on the edge of the rake wingtip. Okay. Okay. Now you're looking at the back of the wings here. You see the slats in a down position here as well. That's like when it's landing and everything right there. Here as well. Okay. That's the only part wasn't down, but everything else was down. The slats and the ailerons and all that. Very impressive there. Okay. Okay, we're at the back of the aircraft on the port side still. And this is the firm plant leaf right here. That's just one of their logos that they put on their back a couple years back. Okay, it looks very impressive there. Okay, and then right by the firm plant leaf, which is their logo, which is the registration ship number ZK-OKQ. Okay, registration ship number ZK-OKQ. This is Air New Zealand's 5th Boeing 777-300ER out of the 7 that Air New Zealand currently operates in their fleet, and the first test flight on this aircraft took place on December 30th, 2011, and was delivered to Air New Zealand on January 10, 2012. This is the only Boeing 777-300ER that's actually painted in this unique all-black livery. Okay. Alright, now we're looking at the vertical stabilizer here, the tail here. You see the Air New Zealand logo here that is displayed here on this tail. This is Air New Zealand's logo, which is called the Maori Coral, which is actually a firm plant that signifies new life, growth, strength, peace, and renewal. Okay? Okay, we're looking at the back of the aircraft where you see the APU exhaust hole right here featuring the strobe light. And you don't know what APU stands for. It stands for Auxiliary Power Unit. That's what this exhaust hole here is called here, folks. All right. Now you're looking at the rear view of the Air New Zealand Boeing 777-300ER in the all black livery. In the flaps down version, you see the slats here in the downward position here. Okay. Over here as well. All right. Okay, now we on the front part of the aircraft on the starboard side, where you see the nose gears right here, the nose gear struts, the nose gear door with the partial registration ship number on there, the static port and the pitot tubes right there, the nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, the Star Alliance logo right there. You can barely see it, but it's there. The front cargo container door, and the Air New Zealand titles right there on the upper part of the front part of the fuselage here. Okay. All right. Now you're looking at the inboard land lights right here as well on the starboard side there. Now you're looking at the front part of the wings in a flat down position here on the starboard side there, as well as here as well. Here, okay. And then there's the GE 90 engines on this side as well. I'm gonna let you see the side angle of this engine. All right, now you're looking at the side angle of these engines on the starboard side. Very detailed here. The cowlings here, very detailed, along with the engine cones right here. All right. All right, and now you're looking at the triple bogey gears here on the starboard side here, as well as the bogey gear struts and the bogey gear door there as well. All right. All right, now you're looking at the rake wingtip here on the starboard side, featuring the strobe light as well as the green navigation light here on the edge of the rake wingtip. Okay. You also know how it's flexing a little bit. All right. All right. We're at the back of the aircraft on the starboard side, where you see the rear cargo container door, the bulk bin door. You see the firm plant leaf logo there, along with the registration ship number and their Maori Coral logo here displayed here on this black tail here as well. Okay. Okay, before I show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model and the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in its entirety, I'm gonna give you one feature. Is the gears, they don't really roll that good. No, it doesn't roll. You see there, a little stuck, but it is what it is. It's a model, but they do tilt. See there, and the front nose gear do swivel, so that's another great thing there. Okay. So with that said, allow me to show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model. All right, let's roll. All right, we're gonna start at the aerial bird's eye view. You see the nose cone right here, the windshield wipers, the cockpit window, the anti-collision beacon light right here. See the Air New Zealand titles on both sides, another high frequency antenna. And you see the Wi-Fi box right there, which indicates Wi-Fi is available and aboard this aircraft. A couple more high frequency antennas. See the firm plant leaf right there on both sides. The vertical stabilizer, and then you see these two little dots here on the horizontal stabilizer as well over here as well. Those are the illuminator lights that light up this tail here when it flies during nighttime. Okay. Now let's check out these nice little wings here. See the emergency wing walkway. You see how the flat and slats and ailerons are in a down position right there, very detailed there, along with the engines right here, how they extended out and downward. And then there's the rake wingtip right there on the edge of the wing there as well. Same over here, folks. Emergency wing walkway. You see the engines, the flaps, slats, and ailerons in a downward position. right here. See? And then right here, the fuel dump valve right there. Okay, as well as the rake wingtip here along the strobe light there as well. And the fuel dump valve is over here right there as well. All right. Alright, now we're looking at the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model. And there's the nose cone. I don't know what that is right there. Closed nose gear door. The open nose gear door right there, featuring the nose gears right there. There's the anti-collision beacon light right there on the belly. There's the hole where the stand goes in at. Another antenna. There's the firm leak plant right there, painted there as well. Two more antennas there. There's the tail skid right there. And then there's the APU housing doors right there. There's the horizontal stabilizers. Now let's check out the gears here, folks. They tilt, okay. Now you see there's the engines right there, very detailed. Now you see how the flaps and slats and all that is extended out and downward. Very impressive there. Very detailed there. And there's the registration ship number, the fuel dump valve, and the rake wingtip with the strobe light there as well. See how it's flat? See that, very detailed right there. Okay, let's check on this side. Same result. Okay, gears, perfect. The engine, see the flaps, slats, ailerons, and all that stuff in a downward slanted and flaps down position here. The rake wingtip and the strobe light right there. Okay, very detailed there. All right, let's roll. Okay, since I show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model and the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model, now I'm going to put it on that wooden stand that I showed you earlier, okay? So with no further ado, here is the model on the stand. Okay, fine, got this model on the stand with no problem, no hesitation. You're looking at this model on the stand on the port side. You see how the wings are flexing a little bit in the flaps down position right here, like it's about to take off or land right there. All the gears there intact as well. Okay. All right. Now you're looking at the front angle of this aircraft. You see how the flaps are down in a downward position, how the wings are extended out and flexing a little bit. You see there, including the GE90 engines here on the starboard side, as well as the port side. You see the nice little custom plaque there on this model stand. Okay. All right. Now you're looking at this model on the starboard side. You see how the wings are flexing over here as well. You see the flaps down here, extended in a downward position on this side as well. Okay. All right. Now you're looking at the aircraft model from the tail to the rear view angle. You see the slats down here in the downward position here as well as on this side here as well. Okay. Very impressive. Okay. Before I take this model off the stand, I got in this position for a reason, and the reason is the gears. I'm gonna take these gears also with the front gears right here, and they are magnetic, folks. See there? And I'm gonna take the gears over here on the port side, right there as well, and the bogey gears here on the starboard side. There, okay. Now, since I took the gears off, I'm gonna let you see the model at a different angle without the gears on there. Okay, here it is. Alright, now if I got the gears off the stand, now you see it displayed in flight mode. As you see, that's what it looks like when it's in flight mode. If you have flew this aircraft, which I have, you got one or two options from this point on. Option number one is you want to leave in this position and display it in this position. That's fine. These gear replacements I showed you earlier, that's the purpose of these gear replacements, to substitute the gears while you display your model in flight mode, as you see here. Or option number two, you can leave them in the gear down position with the gears on there. You know, gears up, gear down. It don't matter. It's your choice. You can either way. It's still a good model. You know, you can display it like it's taking off or landing. Very impressive. Okay. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and put these gears back on this model. Take this model stand and go ahead and wrap up this model review. Okay. All right. Let's talk about the seating configuration on this aircraft. Okay. Air New Zealand has two seated configured versions on their Boeing 777-300ER. However, on this particular Air New Zealand Boeing 777-300ER aircraft, it seats 332 passengers in a 4-class configured layout. Alright, here it is, folks, from rows 1 to 12. That'll be from here all the way to back about right here. You have 44 business premier class seats. Rows 22 to 31, which will be from here to about right here. You have 44 Pacific Premium Economy class seats. And rows 37 to 46, which will be about from about right here to about right here. You have 60 Economy Sky Couch seats. That'd be on the outer part here on the port side, as well as the starboard side there as well. And rows 34 to 36, which will be from here to about right here. And 47 to 60, which is from here all the way back to the aircraft. We have 184 economy class seats, which brings a total of 332 passengers seats. All right, now let's talk about the new seating configuration on this aircraft, okay, which they updated. It seats 342 passengers in a 4-class configured cabin layout. The only thing different is they added more premium economy class seats in here. That's it. Okay, I'm going to show you anyway. Rows 1 to 12, right here to about right here. You have 44 business premier seats. Rows 22 to 30, which will be from here to about right here. You have 54 premium economy class seats. 37 to 46, which will be about from right here all the way right here. You have 60 economy sky couch seats in rows 34 and 35, well, right here, and 47 through 60. You have 184 economy class seats, which range to 342 seats. And finally, Air New Zealand currently employs their Boeing 777-300ERs on routes from Auckland, New Zealand to destinations such as London Heathrow via Los Angeles, San Francisco, Nadi, Brisbane, Australia, Melbourne, Australia, Sydney, Australia, and Singapore. Well, folks, this concludes this model review. Please rate and subscribe and leave me your comments and suggestions. I'd like to know if you got this model or you plan on getting this model, if you can find it. It's becoming very hard to find right now. At the time of this view posting, Troy had at least 2 of them left, each one, the flaps, this version and the regular version. So if you want to go to this website, you can just email how you can go about getting it, okay? So with that said, please take care. God bless. Stay tuned. There's more model content coming.